Welcome to RP Hub. In this video, we'll talk about Web API post call using UiPath. If you don't know about API automations in UiPath, you are at the right place. Here, I will show you with recrest.insight how to create a post call or automate API calls using UiPath. Let's understand the problem statement. If you don't have the front end to automate your login pages, we can also do it through API calls. Here we'll perform post method for authentications or login into particular websites using API calls itself. I'm going to create a new sequence where we'll add the name as post login successful. Here we have interface. After that, I will just drag and drop container, and within this container, we'll add HTTP request where we'll do the configurations. Within the double quotes, I will add the endpoints, and my methods will be post. But for that, just to check this is working or not, we'll get the informations and post that will make changes to post. To add successful request, we need two things for login, that is email ID and password. We'll add inside the parameter. Within the name, we'll add the attribute name and the value which we will copy it from here. We'll add the email body in double quotes, and that's it, which can be used type get or post that. The second parameter for me is password. We'll add the password as name and exactly same password which is here, that is city silica. We'll copy and paste it into the value. We'll preview this. This is the token ID which we have received in preview response, which we will verify through here. That's how we will verify the post method. So it's exactly matching with our value. So it means the authentication is success. Let's click on OK and proceed with next actions. Next activity I want to add as log message, and here in previous actions we'll create one variable to store the responses. As response content is a variable name, exactly same variable name we'll add it here to showcase on log messages, and log label is info. Another log message is for response code or status. We'll create a new variable to store the status code. We'll print the status code as well, and that's two log messages. If you want, we can check it. But before that, if you want, we can check it on running the file. Here you can see token as well as status code both are printed successfully. Now, next actions I will add as deserialize JSON, where we'll call the previous content which is generated and will store JSON object output file which we will showcase on log messages. Again, this is info, and whichever variables I've created in previous step, I will add it to here because I wanted to print as token. So I'll just add inside the double quotes token. We'll run the flow and we'll have deserialize JSON token printed inside the log messages. That's how we will have this token available, which will verify it through this output panel. The same token value and credentials detail even I can share on SMTP mail messages. So first we'll add get credential activity, and here we'll add the folder path as well as credential asset name to send out the detail. Next actions, I will add send SMTP mail messages where we'll add username and password along with server detail. Subject is login successful, email to be triggered, post success. In the body, you can define anything, whichever you want. I will just add some messages and post that will click on save. To call the token ID, here we'll add a new activity as assign where I'll set the variable token number and will store the previous actions detail, which we will call it out at the time of sending an email. I wanted to convert into toString. That's the reason I added it there. And here we'll make the modifications because we have stored into token number. I will add exactly same token number in my email body, adding the signatures. And here we can add the receiver email ID, which we can either directly add it or even we can call it out from the orchestrator. But I would prefer to add my direct email ID. Now we'll again log a log message for the same thing, and informations is the log label and email successfully sent message I wanted to send it out. Whenever we'll execute this code, we'll have the proper login successful email trigger. So first it will extract the informations or post the method, generate the token, get the token ID, and then we will send out on email. And finally, I wanted to handle the try and catch. That is for the exceptions. So whenever any exceptions occur, that will be handled. And that's how we have built the successful automations or API automations effectively. If you found this useful, don't forget to share within your circle. And if you wanted to learn more about UiPath or other RPA products, feel free to refer my complete RPA playlist. If you have any specific topics which you wanted to learn from me, feel free to add in the comment sections. I will be happy to create it for you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in next video.